and welcome to the Mama Nevin YouTube channel. My name is Joan and I am Mama Nevin here on YouTube and on Instagram. Lots to discuss today. I have a new logo. As you may have noticed at the beginning, my daughter-in-law Becca, I had originally asked her to make it, and then she got super busy, so my daughter-in-law Jessica was going to make a stab at it, and then Becca surprised me and had it done. And I just absolutely love it. Here it is on a coffee cup. And if you see up here at the top, it says, "What'd I say?" And that is something my boys have teased me about for years, because I am a Southern mama. Even though they were raised in California, I am from Louisiana, so I did not like having sassy kids. So if I told them to do something and they went, "But mom, blah, 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 blah," I would say, "What'd I say?" So that became my catchphrase. So I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. it was my catchphrase. But anyway, I love my new logo, and I went a little crazy at Spreadshirt, and I got some stickers, and I've got some buttons, little buttons, and let's see, where'd it go? Oh, here it is. Aren't these just the cutest little things? So if I ever branch out and, have more than 34 subscribers, I may get more so I can give some out to people if they want them. And so I also got a t-shirt, of course. And one more thing, I got a tote bag, because, I have to, right? It's the law. All right, so let's get on to my projects. I surprised myself and got these done. Let's see if I can back it up a little bit. So what I had done last week, I believe I had the blue done. So I did the green, and it is a wonderful stitch called the Diagonal Blanket. I don't know if you can see that. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is, in the notes, I'm going to tell you what each stitch was and the 4-row repeat. So if you ever want to make a pair of socks and use dice and decide which stitch to use, they will be there for you. So I'm very excited about these. I made notes this time. I'm trying to be legit. So my Advent blanket, I did receive a note from someone asking me to explain my Advent blanket better. So I'm going to insert a picture here of where my Advent blanket is right now. What this is I buy a couple of Advents every year, although this year, I don't know, we'll see. But what I do is I start with day 1 down here at the bottom, and for each day I add the next one, and I do 20 repeats. So it's a total of 40 rows for each color. And so it's gotten, I finally finished the first one. I have 10. I finished 1. Anyway, so I did these 3 this week. So I did that one, and that one, and that one. And all of these are from, oh, I have a list here, I really do. believe it's Sweet Sparrow was my first one. Yes, Sweet Sparrow. And the next column I'm going to be working on is Nitty McPurley. So I was maybe halfway done with that one. And my issue that I have, I don't know if you can see this. I'm going to put this a little bit closer. Okay, see where this is? This little marker? That marked, I think that's it. See, it's so hard to tell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Okay. So I've done about 10 rows. And see, right here is the top of the other color. And now I'm on to a new color. I can't tell a difference. They look so much alike. And the only thing I can see that's different in this next color is that this has some red splatters in it. So, you know, I went back and forth, drive myself crazy with these things. But I went back and forth, like, what am I going to do? Am I going to change this out for a different color? Or, you know, I have strict rules for myself where, oh man, I am shaking this so bad. I'm so sorry. You know, that it has to be that day. And so I was actually thinking about swapping it out. And then I realized, while it's not a true fade, it is somewhat of a fade. So I decided to leave it like it was. I decided to leave that color in, even though it's just really blending in with the color before. So that's where I am. I also, I don't know if you remember this, but this was from last week. And so I did some finishing on it. I still need to find some ribbon to tie around the top to make it all pretty. But I have cut off the sides and I have glued it and I have the back on it. So we're almost there. And then for my diamond painting, I framed it. The frame is a little bit smaller than I would like, but it's fine. It's good enough. You can tell it's a rose. All right, my pink quilt that I added last week. I did work on it. I didn't do as much as I wanted to. And that's just me. Not really being lazy, but just I got really into the Advent blanket this week, and plus the quilt scares me to death. So I'm gonna stand back. So here's my quilt all sewn together, the top of it. So this next week, I've got to iron it really, really good. And then I need to put my quilt sandwich together. And I've never done a quilt sandwich before, so I'm very nervous about that. So, moving along, we are just rock and rolling along here. This is for my insurance guy, John. And I know it sounds weird that I'm making my insurance guy a pair of socks, especially since I've never seen him in person. But we have a really good relationship. He has been my insurance guy for over 30 years, since me and my husband got married. And the company that he works for was the insurance guy for my in-laws. So, and now my son has insurance with him. So, you know, we're 3 generations with the same guy. So, I'm going to make his socks because he did tell me he has a very big foot. He would not tell me what the measurement was, but he wears a size 12. So I'm going to use a size 2, even though I normally do a 2.25. This is, let me see if I can find the millimeters. Sorry, I feel like I'm like rushing through this, and that is not my goal at all. size 2.75 millimeters, I think. I don't know. I'm having to do a lot of using magnifying glasses lately. So anyway, I am planning on starting that this week. And what I'm going to do with that is I'm going to make a video of how I do my cast on. And then hopefully I'll get the cuff done for this next week, and then we'll go from there. I just want to go step by step with everything so that, you know, if you've never made a pair of socks, then you can use that and make a pair of socks. But I don't do everything, you know. I do my own thing with things. I have found what works best for me over the years, and that's what I do. So, I'm just telling you what I do. I'm not saying you have to do it that way. I'm just telling you what I have to do, what I do. Okay. And I'm also adding, this is a 2024 cast on. So what I told myself is when I finished a 2024 cast on, I could start another 2024 cast on. So that's what I'm doing with John's socks. Since I finished the Who Done Knit socks from Two Sisters and Some Yarn. I also talked to Amy. I was like, look, I didn't enter these in the Who Done It because I didn't finish them in time. And I said, can I do the Finish It or Frog It February with those? And she said, yes. So, yay. So those are finished. So I finished it. So I don't have to frog it. Yes. Okay. So the next thing I'm adding that I had started working on last year, this is going to be a frog. No, really, it is. This is the Tomato the Frog from Heidi Bears. And I'll try and put a picture right here. So anyway, this is for Becca. Becca had asked me, she saw a crochet bulldog with these, which I think, what do they call them? I forget. I'll have to put that in here. I think like a dahlia or something like that. But anyway, I said, oh yeah. She was like, oh, isn't this so cute? I said, oh yeah, I can make you one of those. And she's like, oh, great. That's awesome. And then I said, yeah, they have these other patterns too. And then she looked and she was like, I want the frog. I said, okay. So I have the yarn all together over here that she wants. She went through and picked out the colors that she wanted. And so I need to get this done. This is its booty. So that's where we are with that. All right, my purchases, I talked about all the stuff I bought with my logo. I went a little wackadoodle. I went more than a little wackadoodle, let's be real. But it was fun. The only other thing that I purchased, and I don't have it here close by, when Scott moved out, he took his super duper glue gun with him. And with doing this and putting sparklies on the side and stuff like that, I needed a glue gun. So I got another one. It is where you let it warm up and then you can take it off and it's cordless, and oh, is that nice. So just wanted to give you an update on my bucket o' balls. So that's where we are. We're going to fill that up and see what we do with it then. All right. Pirate and Chips, my puppies. Pirate, I don't know if he's going through something or what, or if he's just being Pirate. He has been very busy this week. I had the box that this cup came in by my desk, and he decided that the box had it coming, and he ripped it to shreds. So it's like, okay, whatever. You know, I don't care. That makes him happy. Also this week, I went to visit Chips, my little grand dog, and she was so excited. She like literally jumped over a chair. I was like, wow. I love that greeting. That's an awesome greeting. So anyway, she is coming later today for the Super Bowl. And we might watch some Puppy Bowl too during halftime. But we're, cross your fingers, say your prayers that her and Pirate get along, because I love it when she's here. I really do, and I just really need them to get along. Happenings around Southern California. Rain. Yes, rain. It really rained. I mean, really rained. Our pool got, I'm going to push you back just a little bit. Sorry. Our pool got full to the point that my husband had to let some of the water out. So that's unusual for us. Very unusual. But, and I think we're supposed to maybe get some rain again, which is insane. Just insane. But anyway, it has been really, really nice. The eagles. Our eagles are doing fine. They do have 3 eggs. That's the first time they've ever had 3 eggs. So that's just really exciting. And toward the end of February, we should be seeing if we get a pip. That's what they call them, pips. So it's exciting. I just love it. I love animals. And, you know, if you can't get out to see them, YouTube's the next best thing. So show and tell, my husband made me this. And you may not know what this is, but this is to make an I-cord. And it is the coolest thing. And if there's any interest, if anybody wants to leave a comment and let me know, I will show you next week how to, well, let me see if I can find some yarn real quick. So here's yarn, and what I had to make this for, they have a company called Cordsmith, and Cordsmith makes them, and they're very nice, very lovely, and you can buy them from them, but they only do 3. So what I wanted it for was to make, to help me make the cord on my blanket, my cord on here. And I needed 4 to do that. And so I asked my husband if he could make one, and he was like, sure. You know what? I'm going to do this next week because I'm not prepared. Sorry. But he said he would make it for me. And so I found, these are latch hooks. So I got the latch hooks, and he put them in the wood. He screwed them in the wood for me. And I discovered that these are too big. This is much bigger than the needles that I was using to make the I-cord on the blanket. So it's kind of back to the drawing board. I have another I-cord maker, the little machine. So I can make it with that. This is for bigger I-cord. So I can actually use it to make I-cord, and I will. It's just not really good for what I had wanted it for. So let me make a note to put Cordsmith on here in the notes. I think my notes take longer than my things do. Shout outs. I want to encourage you, if you like animals like me, especially dogs, to subscribe to The Farm. It's called The Farm. And it is a farm in Australia. And they take in not stray dogs, but they take dogs from the shelters that are having trouble getting adopted. Some of them because of behavior reasons, some because of medical reasons. So I really want to encourage you. They're trying to get to 100,000 subscribers. So if you know anybody that loves to just watch dogs have a great time, that's the place to see it. And they also, sorry with the ums again. They're really good, and they have a training series that you can watch on how to train your dogs, which is amazing. Because some of these dogs, I mean, when they first went to live at the farm, see, I know all the dogs' names, I know their stories. I've been watching them a while. And they have a boxer. They have 3 boxers, actually, but they just got a new boxer. And boxers are the way to my heart. We have had 2 boxers. We do not have a boxer now. We have Pirate, who is a staffy mix, and a spunky little staffy mix. But boxers are big dogs. And at the stage of life where my husband and I are, we just felt like it was a little bit too much for us to get another boxer, and it wouldn't be fair to the dog. So that's where we are. So I like watching their boxers. They have a new one named Moose, and he's so cute. He's just so cute. He's adorable. So anyway, so if you like to watch dogs run and have fun, then the farm is the place for you. Again, as usual, I want to thank Two Sisters and Some Yarn just because they're awesome. I watch them all the time whenever I get a chance, and they're just great. So, and I want to thank everybody for watching. Thank you so much. It really means a lot to me that people are even interested in what I have to say. So it's really great. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see that you stopped by, and we'll see each other next week. Bye.